I'm going to take you to this station. And here is my phone number. So, I'll start by calling out the class register. Ivona Kof, Kemi, present. Feni Neri, present. Lucy, Cynthia, and Ida. Okay, I can see all of you are present. So we are going to talk about what we learned in our last lesson. Who can tell us what we learned in our last lesson? Who can tell us what we learned in our last lesson? Who can tell us? Yes, Lucy?
We talked about the meaning of tools.
Yes?
In display. When we talk about tools,
Yes?
which are small items used in various displays.
Good. Someone else to tell us what we learned in our last lesson? Someone else? Yes, Fanny?
We talk about the equipment.
Yes?
It is said that these are large items used in government display.
Correct. Another person? Another person to tell us what we learned in our last lesson? Yes, you want to tell us something?
We learned about the importance of government display. The real importance of government display. One, they are used to attract customers.
Correct. Let's appreciate them with a clap. So, that's what we learned in our last lesson. So, today, we are going to look at the tools and equipments used in government display. When is the date today? 15th of year? So today we are going to look at the tools, our objective. Objective number 1, tools and equipments used in government display. Used in government display. Another objective which we are going to talk about is the factors considered when selecting tools and equipment. When selecting tools and equipment used in government display. Used in government display. So, we are going to look at those tools and equipments. We are going to look at the tools and equipments used in government display. Someone to tell us the tool. The tools and equipments. Yes, Ida? Pardon? Correct. Another person? Another person. Yes, Lucy. Lucy, say something. Another person? Yes, Yvonne? Another person? Yes, ma'am. Tables. Another person? Yes, Yvonne? Correct. So, these are the tools and equipment used in garment display and so many others. Our next objective, we are going to look at the factors to consider. Factors considered when selecting tools and equipments used in garment display. Someone to try on the factors considered when selecting tools and equipments used in garment display. Someone to try? Yes, Kemi? You can go and write for us there. Other factors considered. Correct. Another person? Yes, Femi? Just write for us. Another person? Yes? Correct. Another person? This is done. Another person? We want to get them 5 points. Another person? Do you have an idea? Correct. Let's appreciate them in the class. So, where is the extra? So we are going to start with point number 1. Targeted customers. Someone to try and explain to us about that point, targeted customers. Someone to try? Anyone with an idea? Yes, Lucy?
We want to consider the age and
Yes.
the gender of the customer.
Correct. You have to consider the age and the gender of the customers you have. The second point is the cost. Someone to try the cost. Who wrote us that? Femi. Femi, tell us something about the cost. Okay, that's correct. Before purchasing an equipment or tool, you must look at the price of that tool, whether it's expensive or cheap. Are we okay? The third point is durability. Someone to tell us about durability. Someone to try and tell us about durability. Can you have an idea? Yes.
This is just a ability at which the tool and equipment will last.
Okay. That's correct. The next point is space availability. Space availability. Someone to tell us about space availability. Someone to tell us space availability. Space availability, yes, Kim?
This is just size and layout of the shop.
Correct. Have you understood? And the last point is the type of the garment. Someone to try and explain that. I want someone who has not said something. Someone. Cynthia. Cynthia, tell us something about type of the garment.
I think you can talk about any element that can fulfill the types of the garment that is called.
Correct. Let's appreciate them in the class. So, I want you to be in two groups. This side, this is group 1, and this is group 2. Be in two groups, faster. Two groups. I'm going to share with you the picture, the drawing pictures of the tools and equipments used in garment display. Group number 1, group number 2. I'm giving you 5 minutes to study those tools and equipment used in garment display. I'm giving you 5 minutes in your groups to study those tools and equipment used in garment display. Share your ideas with others. And you tell us something. Share your ideas with others. What you've seen. I think 5 minutes are enough. So you can just rearrange yourselves. And you tell us what you have seen there. What have you seen, Lucy? Yes?
I've seen a table.
Correct. Someone else? You just tell us what you have seen. Yes, Ida?
Shelves.
Yes. Another person? Yes.
We have banners.
Okay, correct. Another person? Just tell us what you have seen. Yes, Yvonne? Okay, correct. Another person I've seen Dennis answer. Correct. Kemi, what about you? Correct. And Cynthia? Correct. So, those are the tools and equipment we use in garment display. So, I want you to tell us what you have learned today. Someone to tell us what you have learned today. Someone to tell us what you have learned today. Someone to tell us what you have learned today. What have you learned today? Yes, Yvonne? Yes. 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 I think Yvonne is talking about our reader. I'm just saying, you've told us what we learned in our last lesson. I want you to tell us what you learned today right now. Yvonne? Correct. Tell us some of the factors. Okay. Okay. Someone else to try. Someone else to try. Yes, babe. Yes. And what did we say about target customers? Another person to tell us what we learned today. Yes, Lucy. So tell us about the space availability, what we said about the space availability.
The space and layout of the shop.
Okay. Tell us something.
The availability of space and layouts.
Okay, someone else. Can you have something to tell us? So, before I give you an assignment, who has a question? Anyone with a question or addition? Yes, finish.
What is the difference between mannequins and response?
Mannequins and response. Mannequins, like for, you see mannequins, have you seen that kadoli? Let me explain it to you. Our language, so that everybody can understand. Kadoli. I can see some wengine pale. Pia inaitwa dani. Mnaelewa? Alafu dress form. Unakuwa na kachuma. Unaelewa kachuma kale kenye nguo inaweza iko ndani. That is a dress form. Mko sawa? Another person? Are you okay? So I'm going to give you an assignment. Write it down, please. Write the assignment down. Draw different types of tools and equipments used in garment display and explain their functions. Draw and explain different types of tools and equipments used in garment display and explain their functions. The assignment to be submitted on 17th, latest 5 p.m. through our portal. And you submit it in your e-portfolios, okay? Okay, with that, may God bless you and you have a nice day. Let's meet in our next lesson.